What's up, car friends? This is Stu from Really Cool Videos, and we bought a Porsche. Woo! That's right, I got this yellow, amazing 997 Carrera S just a week ago. Ooh, all the way from Houston, Texas, and I'm super pumped about this car. Absolute dream come true. While I actually haven't dreamed of owning this particular model of 911, I've always lusted after the 997 GT3, and this car looks like a GT3. And it's even more comfortable for street use than a GT3, while still giving you plenty of thrills and excitement. This car is so much fun. It's so visceral, to use a term that's been overused, but really it is. This car communicates everything, and going slow speeds even is just a blast. Every engagement that you do with the car, it just feels so nice and satisfying. Sub RS5, as opposed to an Audi like that guy's driving, very numb. So the 997 Carrera S, 2006, 20,000 miles, factory aero kit, sport chrono package, gives you the sport suspension, it'll firm up at the press of a button, the factory carbon door sills, and this really cool aluminum ship knob, Porsche crest on the center. That's it. Originally the sticker was $96,000 on this car, and it feels every bit of it. Most people can't even tell that this is a 2006. First question everybody asks me is, what year is it? It looks brand new. Nope, it's 12 years old. So let's feel what a 12-year-old Porsche feels like to rip. All right, we're in first gear, 2,000 RPM, 3,000 RPM, forward. All the way to 7,200. Woo! You gotta be awake when you drive this car. Right now we got some Toyo all seasons on it, so we don't have the highest level of grip, but it's actually been a lot of fun learning the car's dynamics and the way the chassis rotates at slower, more sensible speeds. So why a Porsche now? I've always wanted one, and then I started seeing online you can get a 997 for in the 20s. Now that's going to be a Carrera, but to be all honest with you, the Carrera and the Carrera S, identical. Don't buy a car based on if it's an S or not. Buy it based on the spec. If this car would have been a Carrera, non-S, everything else, same price even, I would have bought it. Hands down. The 3.6 that comes in the Carrera versus the 3.8 that comes in the Carrera S, they're only about 20 horsepower and torque difference. Slightly bigger brakes on the S that are painted red. But that's about it. There's very, very few differences, and honestly, I've always preferred, in all the cars I've driven, even the air cools, the smaller of the engines. They just feel slightly more rev happy, and that's where you want to put these cars. You want to put them in the upper R's, because that's where they really come alive and sing. Above 5,000, that's where she's happiest. So why a Porsche versus a Beamer, E92 M3 that was cross-shopping? And even that car is a very good car, very comfortable. It's not a Porsche. Nothing feels like a Porsche. This car has tons of rear end grip, mechanical grip that just squats down and goes because the engine's over the drive wheels. There's also no drive shaft, so it feels like that drivetrain loss is non-existent. Because the engine's in the back, you get an outwardly view that you can only get from a mid or rear engine car, which basically there's nothing out there. You get these Porsche cannons shooting out from the side, pointing you towards the apexes, and there's just such great visibility. And also because there's no weight up there, the sensation is zero body roll, and it just turns on a dime and rotates behind you. It's just an incredible feeling. And the car is just extremely fun to drive. It's a Canyon Carver. It's a cruiser as well. We drove this car, we picked it up in Houston, Texas, and drove it all the way back in 2.5 days with my wife. It was a great time. We didn't feel beaten up. We had a blast. Some of you here in Houston, Texas, and Porsche, if you're on Renless, you might know a guy or think of a guy named Rudy, aka Mr. 993. Now, I didn't buy the car from him. I bought it from an awesome guy named Eric, who actually let us stay at his beautiful home, and was just an amazing guy to deal with. 4-member, red list, can't beat it. But we're out in Rudy territory. You can't buy a Porsche in Houston without going to see Rudy. I reviewed one of Rudy's awesome 993s about a year ago when he was out here for Luftikult, and so I hit him up, and I got to go by his warehouse and see all of his cars and go out to lunch and hang with Rudy for a couple hours, which was just an extremely special treat. Crazy. Actually getting emotional a little bit talking about it. It's like it's legit dream come true, man. Crazy. Serious, man. To go out there, be able to freaking buy your dream car and share it with the most special people. It's awesome. It's awesome. So, honey, my wife, I love you. Rudy, you're the man. Eric, the guy who sold it to me, major props on this car. It's not perfect. It's only got 20,000 miles. Well, 22,000 now that I drove it home from Texas. But she's a driver. It's got a clear bra on it, and although it's virtually flawless, there are flaws, and she will be driven. You dump the clutch and feel the back kick out a little bit, but in a completely safe way because you know exactly what it's doing, and as soon as it starts to give, you feel it. So we got something special planned for this car. And let's talk about that. What I'm going to do right off the bat, iBox springs. I want to retain the sport suspension. It is very nice, super comfortable with it off. When you hit it, it's better than my TTRS was with it on. It's drivable, enjoyable on the street, I would say. It's a nice suspension system, so I want to keep it. So I'm thinking iBox springs. I've always preferred them over H&R, and then either sets of spacers to bring these wheels out and new tires, or just pony up and get a set of wheels for it. Thinking BBS CHRs in black, and number one, we got to get some more sound out of this thing. Either a muffler delete or some Pfister mufflers, something nice but something louder. Because although it sounds great, it's not cutting it. You guys have any recommendations or things you'd like to see done to this car? Let me know. I haven't forgotten about the CC, keeping all the cars. Actually, I might be giving our Cabrio to a family member that's turned 16 recently and has been working hard, so maybe she'll be getting hooked up. But other than that, CC's still doing it. I'm still finalizing some few things, and those videos, I apologize for the delay, will be coming out. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. I think we're about to hit 37,000 subscribers as of today. What is life, man? Sitting in the yellow Porsche. Stoked. Until next time, have a really cool day. Peace!